guys in man coverage. He's kind of in a tough spot right here. He's trailing a little bit, but he's still, taking this route away. He throws this really late across the field, lets our man coverage step right in front, make a play.
Thing that you say about me, my dogs like to play Madden in 2K, but one thing they don't do is play about me. My homeboy Tyler, he playing South.
For fast, cheap Madden Ultimate Team coins, go to aoeh.com. Use code Reggie at checkout for 3% off. What is going on, YouTube? King Reggie, and we are back. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys my go-to way to shut down Gun Bunch. Now, before we get into that, guys, I'm going to leave a few links in the description. The first link is going to be for my playlist for my whole nickel normal scheme. So I have all of this broken down, my whole scheme really in depth. Go over multiple coverages, multiple blitzes, my run D, my red zone D. So that playlist will be down in the description, guys. And then I also, in the intro video to that scheme, I break down my personnel, all my ability points I use on all my players. So you guys should definitely go watch that after this video. I'm going to go way more in depth on my zone drops, my personnel, my ability points. We're just going to touch on that really quickly in this video. If you want to see it way more in depth, go check that out. And it's just a really good scheme. You can add this to it and you are going to be super tough to stop. The other links in the description, guys, will be my TikTok and Twitter. Definitely go follow me on those. Gonna link my Discord server. Definitely go join that, guys. Gonna make a really cool community in there. A lot of really cool guys in there already. And then I'm also gonna leave a link to the offense I'm working on right now, guys. It's in the spread playbook. It is a spread O. Super deadly passing offense. All right, let's get into this D, guys. So we're gonna go quickly over the personnel for this D. Now, we're in nickel normal, so you can obviously sub in defensive backs in at safety. Once again, guys, go check the links in the description. Go watch that nickel normal, intro video, and I'm gonna go way more in depth on the personnel and the ability points, but I'm always gonna use this player. I throw acrobat on him, put 2 safeties at these spots. On my 2 DNs, guys, I play outside linebackers and I put acrobat on both of these players. I throw an inside stuff on this player. Then I have an acrobat on my outside corner, and then I also have an acrobat on my free safety. So that is pretty much the ability points I use, guys. And once again, go check the links in the description. I go way more in depth on it. All right, let's look at the coaching adjustments. So for this play, guys, I want to do auto flip off. I like auto alignment to base, and then our zone drops are actually flipped. So our hard flats are going to be playing at 25. We're going to be based out of cover 2 in this defense, guys. So our hard flats, our corners will be playing at 25, and then our DNs that we drop out into coverage will be our hard flats. They will be playing at 5 as our curl flats. And then the play we're actually going to be running for this, gun bunch defense, guys, is actually under smoke 2. So having a cover 2 as your base defense as opposed to like a cover 3 this is really going to do a good job of taking away a lot of their go-to concepts away right away just by starting in a cover 2. Big thing, we don't have to worry about any one play touchdowns. We don't have to deep half our corners. Don't have to worry about any of that. This cover 2 is going to take all that away just stock before we even throw any of our adjustments out there. Also really love this, guys, because a lot of people will take that outside player in the gun bunch, they'll put him on a corner route and they'll motion him towards the sideline. Against cover 3, super difficult to stop. Against this cover 2, guys, we take that away every single time. They're basically never going to be able to throw that. That is a very go-to concept for gun bunch. Then one of the big adjustments we're going to be doing, guys, is we're going to be taking the backside safety, the single side safety, and manning him up on the backside wide receiver. We're going to go over this way more in depth later, but that is really nice, guys, because a lot of people love these flood concepts. They have the backside player on a dig or maybe a slant, and then he's going to be running to the middle of the field, and then if there's nothing open on the play side, they're going to playmaker this guy up the field. But now we have this backside safety trailing him in man coverage. As soon as they playmaker him up the field, guys, he's going to turn, run with him. Now there's a player in man coverage on this player, and there's also the zone coverage in behind it. It really limits that playmaking option on the backside. Then we also, guys, put a 3-rec hook on our nickel corner, guys. He basically plays like another user in the middle of the field. I love putting my nickel in a 3-rec, guys. They just play so well. They're going to make so many plays for you in the middle of the field. And then also, guys, we have acrobat on both of our DNs, and we're dropping them into hard flats. They're going to be getting out to the hard flats, and a lot of the times, guys, they're actually linebackers who I play at DN, but a lot of the times, if you throw these players out into coverage, you don't have acrobat on them, people can just really go to the flats. They can throw over your head, throw outside of you, and these guys just just don't make any athletic plays. Now we throw acrobat on these players. They can jump up, make super athletic plays on the football. All right, now let's go look at all the adjustments we're gonna do for Under Smoke 2. All right, guys, so Under Smoke 2 versus Gun Bunch, you can kind of see in behind, that is what the setup is gonna look like. So the adjustments for this play, guys, we want to put the non-user linebacker in a middle third. So if we're looking at the defense, I always like to user the left side, left screen linebacker, and that is because he's already in a blitz, which just allows you to have really good change of direction with your user. So I'd recommend always having your player in a blitz. So that's why we want to play on that player. Put the other linebacker in that deep blue in the middle of the field. Then we want to put both D ends, our right and left D end, into curl flats, and these, they're inverted, so they're actually going to be playing as our hard flat. Then we want to put the blitzing nickel corner into a 3-rec hook. That is the bluff blitz. Once again, they have to be blitzing pre-snap. Like when you call the play, it has to be set up. This player is already blitzing in order to put them in a 3-rec hook, so that's why this Under Smoke 2 works really well. Then we want to blitz the left D end. He's dropping into a vert hook, so we just want to blitz him, send 2 at the quarterback at least. And then the last adjustment, guys, we kind of went over it before. We want to man up the backside safety on the single side wide receiver. So that is really going to give us an interesting look on the backside, guys. We're going to have both our flat defenders, but we're going to have no deep safety on that side of the field. So that's going to be really important, guys. We're going to, I have gameplay coming up. I'll show you guys how that is going to work, but that is where a user, we just have to be cognizant of that. The nice thing, so if the single side wide receiver is there, if he runs a streak up the field, our safety's on him in man coverage, we're fine. We're going to be fine in that spot. He's going to, he's not just going to run by our safety. Our safety's playing at, 15 yards. Now, if he runs across the field, the safety goes with him. There's no one else really to attack deep. The only way, guys, is if one of those 3 players on the bunch side runs a really deep post over to that side. That is where as the user, we have to pick that up. But if they just run a deep cross, our zone drops are set at 25 yards. They're going to go right to our zone drop defender. If they motion a player over, I have some gameplay footage. They notice what we're doing and they try to run a streak. As the user, we can just pick that player up. So that is kind of how I like to approach that. Even though we're taking one of our deep blue defenders away, we can still make up for it as the user. Then our optional adjustments, guys, we can just shift the D-line to the trip side. That is, if they're really running a lot of inside zone or whatever to the trip side, just shift our D-line that way. And then I also will press my corners quite often, guys. That is just going to help get underneath those corner routes. I like the timing of that a little better. Okay. Now we have a bunch of gameplay, guys. I'm going to show you this actually working online, real gameplay footage. So let's go take a look. All right, guys, so here's what it's going to look like. All of our adjustments are in. We see man coverage on the backside wide receiver. We're going to press our corners once again. Gonna look out here, guys. He's gonna motion this player out. So a lot of the times if you see that, that'll be that motioned out corner route. But on this play, he's actually doing more of a flood concept to the left. So we see this, guys, man coverage on the backside. So this player, he runs like a deep post. This player is just in man coverage with him. We have our deep blue defender coming. Now, he has these 3 players all running to the left side, to the weak side. We have no deep blue defender, but it doesn't matter, guys. This guy's set at 25 yards. So even though they have a deep cross, coming to this side and we have no deep blue defender, it really doesn't matter. We have our 3-rec hook in the middle of the field, just playing to this side, helping us. We have this player, he's running, a drag underneath. We're going to take that. Then once I see him going to the hard flats, we're, going to come off of that. We see this player kind of opening the backside in the middle of the field. We're going to help there as the user. Then we're going to come off of it. I press the right stick in, guys. We're going to send this player. I go over this in my user tip video, guys. I can link, I'll throw up a card for that right now. Really, interesting technique. Click your right stick in, send this player. Then we're going to replace that player in zone coverage. Really, really good user technique. Step in front and get the user pick. Almost spin out there, but, really good user alert. Okay, same thing, guys, right here. Motion this player out. Once again, when you see that, a lot of the times it'll be that motioned over corner route, but this time this is that flood concept, a really, really popular concept for Gun Bunch, guys. So we look at it, we have a hard flat going out right here, taking that away. I'm not sure what the 3-rec was doing, some weird stuff on this play, but it doesn't even matter. We don't need him. We look at the backside, guys. This is a 3-on-1 here. If he stops short, we have the hard flat. We have, you know, the deeper curl flat, and then we have the man coverage backside. So you see when he runs this dig, guys, now he's running right to our safety. Our safety's way inside. He's starting deep. This dig's going to be running right at him. Take it away. Then we look at the corner on this play, guys. Really nice. So he's actually running vertically. He's set at 25 yards. So he's running vertically with this deep streak. And then once he gets to his zone drops, now you see he turns his hips and actually stops. So this player, you know, thought he was a deep blue defender, thought he could run, you know, the out route with his flood concept. Our corner just steps right in front. Easy pick. So really disguised our coverage there well and really just confused him with what our zone drops were doing. Okay, here we go. Once again, guys, adjustments in. This is that rolling out corner route. A lot of people love this deep rolling out corner route with this tight end right here. Running right to our, you know, zone drop set at 25 yards to our corner. So he sometimes, guys, it'll get open if they're able to really wait for it. They have to roll out, wait for him to get like 35 yards down the field, and sometimes he'll be able to get it in over our corner's head. If that does happen, we can always, you know, try putting our zone drops at 30, but guys, it is very rare for them to be able to fit that in. Here he tries to throw it in front. Really not a great throw, but you can see that concept, you know, that deep tight end corner route. Have acrobat on this player, jumps in, makes a really athletic play. Okay, same thing, guys. Here we go. So on this play, guys, what did I say? So what people will start to do is they'll notice, okay, he doesn't have a deep blue defender back there. They'll motion a player over across the formation. Then they'll run him on a vertical route. Now they're going to run him on a streak. They're like, okay, no deep blue defender. If I see that, guys, if I ever see a player motion over and I see he's just booking it up the sideline, then I think, okay, I'm going to take that player, screw it. We still have our 3-rec hook in the middle of the field who's going to do a good job. Then we look, so we're taking away this streak, guys. We're not giving them that. Then we see our safety here, guys, in man coverage. He's kind of in a tough spot right here. Yeah, he's trailing a little bit, but he's still, you know, taking this route away. He throws this really late across the field, lets our man coverage step right in front, make a play. So that was the player, you know, we threw in man coverage on that backside player, get a really nasty jertle, and we get a pick 6. So, you know, see that player motion across the field. As the user, we're still going to take that away. Then we're going to make them check it underneath, and we still have really good, you know, coverage underneath, even though as the user, we're playing deep down the field on this play. Okay, here we go, guys. Same thing. So this is another one of those corner routes from this inside player where people like to roll out. But as you can see, as the user, we take it away early. Then if he wants to throw it late, he's throwing it right to our corner. Then we look backside, man coverage. I'm telling you guys, they play backside digs like 80% of their setups. It's going to be a backside dig. Man coverage going to do a great job. This player's taking the player in the hard flats. Now as the user, guys, sometimes I like to just, you know, come pressure the quarterback, force them to make an error. Then we have our 3-rec hook in the middle of the field, guys, basically playing like a user, just, you know, shadowing those two players, plays right in between them. Marlon Humphrey steps in front for a really easy pick, almost able to house call that. All right, another setup. Here we go. Same thing again. So on this one, guys, we're going to look at this. Ayuk, motion out. Look for the motioned out corner out. So right here, guys, corner out, motioned out. Now, if you're running a cover 3 base defense, guys, this is going to get open almost every time. It's very hard to stop if you're in a cover 3 base. But now look at the cover 2 base. Our corner is right there. He's not getting outside of our corner. He set it, you know, a nice deep zone drop. If he tries to throw this, our corner is going to step right in front. We have this backside player in man coverage. Once again, guys, running a drag across the field. We have man coverage. So now I don't even have to worry about that, guys. There's just really nothing open. We have him absolutely locked. We see the playmaker up the field, guys. See that? Playmaker up the field, and our player is in man coverage, just running with him, plus the zone coverage in behind. So really tough. As the user, you know, everything's locked up. I'm just going to come force you to throw the ball away. Okay, one more time, guys. The same setup is in. Here we go. We press our corners right here. Have a, you know, a deep cross right here, kind of a shallow cross coming across the field. You know, backside deep post, man coverage, plus we're going to have this deep, you know, middle third coverage in the middle of the field. Nothing there. We have an out route out here, you know, right to our corner. Absolutely nothing. So I see this player going out, just really doesn't seem dangerous, going right to our, hard flat. I'm going to take it, just, let him go. Then on this play, this is where I'm talking about that acrobat, guys. This is where this is really good. So a lot of the times, if this is just a normal DN in coverage, you can throw this ball at his head. He's not going to jump up. He's not going to make a play. You can throw it in over his head. Even though he's there, he's really just very limited in his coverage abilities. We throw acrobat on this player, jumps up, steps in front, go the other way, put the slowest spin move of all time on this guy. All right, guys, that is it. That is my go-to gun bunch D nickel normal, guys. Once again, go check the links in the description. If you guys enjoyed this video, definitely leave a like down below. If you're new to the channel, definitely sub. If you guys have any questions or anything, any comments, leave that down below as well. Once again, go check out my nickel normal defense, guys. Go watch that whole playlist. It's really good. Go follow me on TikTok and Twitter. Go join that Discord server. So I was Undersmoke 2, guys. Nickel normal, multiple D playbook, gun bunch D. I'm King Reggie, and I'm out.